And we smash our final take profit for Bitcoin, currently at around $43,000. Absolutely amazing stuff. Really, really killed that trade, guys. The measure move to the upside was very, very strong, and it was like so, worth around 6%. Really, really good stuff. My name is cryptochesterg, and I'm here to give you a Bitcoin update today. We're going to be going through Bitcoin on the short term, mid term, long term. We're also going to be looking at some altcoins, Bitcoin dominance, CME gaps, and also a bit of on-chain stuff as well. Actually, let's start with the on-chain stuff right here, because this is very, very interesting. The Bitcoin miner reserve, guys. This is how much Bitcoin essentially the miners are holding. So if we see a dip in this chart, it basically means we're likely to see a dip in the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got a level of support coming through around this area, a level of support coming through around this area, and where are we right now? We're actually testing this zone on the lower side. Okay, we're testing this zone on the lower side, and this is sort of an inclination here that we're likely to come down to this area about 18379. Okay, if this is going to happen, because at the moment the test is 1838. If we do come down to 1837, that means we're going to see a bit of a sell-off from the miners in Bitcoin, and that basically means we're likely to see a pullback. Now, what does that mean for the chart? Let's flash through to the midterm time frame for a second here, guys, because you can see yesterday topping out Bitcoin up at around 44,500. Unbelievable. Really, really good stuff coming through there. Really, really nice. I mean, this measure move is completed, so we're going to get rid of that. But in terms of the pullback that we could be looking for here, guys, these levels, actually, they are very, very strong levels. Okay, so let's leave these in. We've got pullback areas that could be coming through to 42, 41, and 40. The key areas that I'm really looking for right now, I am going to be covering on the longer term time frame in a second, guys. So just be patient and get through that. We're just going to get through the short term time frame first. But the key areas I want to be looking for is one, it's going to be this trend line. Okay, this trend line is coming up. We've seen resistance before. We actually haven't seen a very strong retest from this zone. So what I would say is to come down, test around 41,000 with these very, very strong figures as well. These very, very strong areas of support and resistance. And if we do jump back in time, you can see these are measured up to very, very important levels here. Support, resistance, support. You see these areas very, very, very strong. So these are going to be very valid. Okay, so if we do see a pullback for Bitcoin, these are the support points that I would be looking for. So make sure you note these down, guys. And just quickly, before we look at the scalp that we're looking for today and reviewing yesterday's trade, I just want to say, guys, we are doing a Christmas sale for New Money Network. This includes pretty much everything that we're doing, trading courses, coaching groups. It includes a lifetime subscription to New Money, and there's only 20 spots available. We did say 25 at the start of the week, and we're doing 25 spots for the whole of December. Only 20 spots available now, guys, so make sure you go snap that up. Link is in the description for that. Actually, it's like a 90% discount. Absolutely crazy stuff. You get access to all the indicators, an amazing trading course, and like 15 other courses as well. Really, really, really good stuff. Really worth the money there, guys. So link is in the description if you want to take advantage of that. And that's just us giving back to you guys for supporting the channels for so long, right? It's not profitable for us to be doing that. So yeah, just take advantage of it while you can for Christmas. But yeah, let's talk about the scalp for Bitcoin. Okay, let's talk about yesterday's scalp for Bitcoin. We were talking about this rising wedge chart pattern. Rising wedge chart patterns, guys, they tend to usually break to the downside. What do we say? We were looking for this exact candle body close. Amazing stuff. We're looking for the exact candle body close below the 30-minute volume weighted ATR band. Did we get it? Yes, we did. Did we go short? Yes, we did. Very, very clean as well. Straight down to 2 take profits. Didn't quite hit the 3rd take profit. A bit annoying. I was really hoping that we would. And that was a bit of a my bad situation, because we could have had the take profit there. Okay, we could have gone on this candle wick, and in fact we would have hit that. Okay, but instead we actually had it a little bit lower, so unfortunately we didn't quite get that. But hey, we still hit 2 take profits. Stop loss came down to entry, which obviously means risk-free position. And then yes, we did get reversed on. The measure move didn't get completed, guys, like a lot of them don't, but we still took profit twice and then had a stop loss at entry, so it was a risk-free trade from that point. And yes, we got stopped out, but we made money, right? So it's absolutely fine. Now, what are we looking at today, guys? So let's get rid of these areas today on the short-term time frame, and let's look at the potential for a scalp on the top side of this massive move. Okay, I'm not that happy trading this, as you can probably imagine, guys. I'm not that happy trading this just because it is it's obviously very unstable, if you will. It's very, very unstable, and no one really knows which way it's going to be going right now. We've been going up for so long, but just off the bat, what I'm looking for here is probably going to be something along the lines of this, guys. You can see that we do have a parallel channel at the top side of this massive move here, and this tends to usually mean a short-term reversal, okay? Short-term reversal is in order for this, so if this is going to happen, and we are going to see Bitcoin take a little bit of a dive here, nothing crazy, but a little bit of a pullback, which is absolutely fine after seeing a significant pump over the last day or so, around 8%, crazy stuff. For any asset to be pumping 8%, it's absolutely insane. So if we are looking for a pullback, which we are, it's going to be worth around 1.7% if that's going to be the measure move. And remember, guys, this is a scalp, so we are going to be leveraging this position, futures trading this. So a 10x on that would be worth 17%, 100x will be 170% on your investment. Crazy, crazy stuff. In terms of levels, okay? In terms of levels, we're going to bang one in there, we're going to bang one in there, and also we're going to be banging one in there, okay? That's going to be the levels to be looking out for there for these positions, guys. In terms of take profits, I'm going to be looking at this 21 EMA moving average as well, because this bad boy's coming up to curl over. If this straightens out, okay, if this straightens out, then it's going to be a very, very clean take profit. We've also got a volume weighted ATR band sat at around 43.1 as well. Very, very clean take profit as well there, guys. So if we're going to be running this down in terms of candle body closes, we don't have volume weighted ATR bands to really help us out here. I mean, we could chuck in the 15-minute and see what that's saying, see if that can help us at all. So let's bring that up, actually. Let's see if that can help us at all. Can it? Can it? Is it going to load? Can it help us? Where is it? There we go. Yes, so we actually have cleared the 15 minutes to the downside. So this is an inclination. It's a sign that we're going to be losing this level of support and coming down to the 30-minute, okay? So ideally, this trade is going to be looking really quite clean, really, really quite fresh. In terms of a stop loss, I would, you know me, guys, I like to favor my one-to-one positions. So if we're doing the completion of the measure move, it's going to be down at a 1, and then this is going to be at a 1 at a 1 as well, and that does line up pretty nicely with this high, okay? So that is going to be a point there. So I mean, I might probably do that, okay? It's not going to be a straight one-to-one, maybe a 0.8, okay? Just because you can see we've got candle body close here, we've got resistance here, we've got resistance here as well. So if we do come up to this area and we do pull back near to entry, I probably would end the position there, just because it looks like we're probably going to get support here, right? So this is sort of the risk-reward scenario that I would be going for here. In terms of a candle body close, guys, I probably want to see a candle body close. I mean, it's a very tight position, guys. It's very, very tight. So I probably would like to see it around 43.5, probably just below this wick, okay? Probably just below this wick here. Obviously, depending on how we go over the next few hours or so, I will be gradually moving up this this expectation, if you will. So yeah, below 43,500 on the hourly, then I would be looking for a little cheeky tiny scalp first take profit down to around this wick here, around 43.4. But yeah, let's not talk about scalping anymore, guys, but that's what I'm going to be looking at for Twitter. So make sure you go follow my X, links in the description, and I'll be updating you on this position throughout the day. Now let's jump through to not the midterm, let's do the long term, because there's some very important market structure points that I want to be talking to you guys about, and it's looking pretty messy right now. Okay, so let's sort this chart out before we continue. Because I do want to talk to you guys about this very, very strong measure move that we are currently in the completion of. As you can see, massive, massive falling wedge here for Bitcoin. This is the measure move like so. Massive prediction coming through there, guys. All the way up to around 50,000 there. Very, very, very strong there. Up to around 50,000. You can see we've got the volume weighted ATR band on the weekly for resistance on 50,000. So this is basically saying, if we see the completion of this measure move, it's likely that we're going to be seeing $50,000 Bitcoin, okay? When we hit this weekly volume weighted ATR band, we will get wrecked, okay? In terms of a pullback, it's going to be absolutely huge, probably all the way back down to the bull market barrier, around 35,000, if we don't pull back from before then, right? I was looking at the expectations for the ETF deadlines, and they're all the way throughout December, January, February, and even up to March. I think the BlackRock ETF final deadline is like March the 14th or something like that, right? So that basically tells us that in this current market, in this current sort of uneasy space where everyone's like, am I going to make a lot of money if the ETFs get passed? The chances of us actually pulling back drastically to 25k, where the previous higher low is for the market structure, is very, very unlikely, because a lot of people won't do a panic sell because they're just looking to buy right now, okay? They're looking to buy because if an ETF gets passed, we're going to see a lot of upwards momentum, right? So, yeah, this is basically going to be going on all the way up until March, and we're likely to see this happen probably up until the halving as well. And then every halving that we have had, we have seen pretty big pumps, okay? We have seen pretty big pumps. It started the bull run. It's been really, really good. But this one, the more I'm reading into it, the more that the charts are screaming at me. It's looking like that we're probably going to have a pretty big pullback when we do see that halving happen. But there's a lot more to say about that, maybe for another video. But in terms of market structure, in terms of what we could be looking at in price points for Bitcoin right now, you can see earlier I did actually have another chart pattern coming through. If we can get that. Sorry for the clicks. Here we go. You can see we do have another full rising wedge chart pattern, guys. Another rising wedge. In terms of support and resistance, you can see resistance coming through from this chart pattern here. Resistance coming through from this area again. And we saw a bit of resistance here, but what usually happens when we break, let's get rid of the measurement for a second. What usually happens when we break to the upside, guys, we pull back, we have a retest, okay? And talking Fibonacci, you got the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement from the all-time high to the lower low of this market, of this bear market, well, the previous bear market. And you can see the 0.618, we did actually smash through it really, really cleanly over the last 2 weeks there. So if we are going to see a pullback, the pullback area that I am eyeing up, guys, is 39,000. Okay, 39,000 is very, very strong. You've got this upward sloping parallel channel, no, upward sloping rising wedge, and the Fibonacci retracement. And you've got a bull market barrier coming through. If this goes positive, it's all going to line up really, really nicely. And also volume weighted ATR bands, guys. Let's jump to the daily quickly. Where's the daily volume weighted ATR band? It's creeping its way up, guys. It's creeping its way up. So maybe we don't get a pullback until mid-December, that sort of area, when these bad boys all do line up. And then this is going to be the mass level of support to be looking out for there. Massive pullback, nice new higher low created once we break this high, of course. So yeah, this is going to be the area, okay? 39,000, big eyes on that space. That's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'm going to be doing altcoin updates as well today, guys, so make sure you keep an eye on the channel. We're going to be doing AVAX, TIA, and probably AVAX, TIA, and a bit of Beam. Okay, we'll do Beam as well. I don't think you guys can see Beam. Yep, Beam as well. So yeah, make sure you look at the channel for that. Fear and Greed Index quickly, 72. Pretty greedy as always, guys. It's looking really greedy. The whales are pretty much getting ready to manipulate the chart, so really, really be careful for that. But Bitcoin dominance again. This is the new level of resistance that we're looking for. We're looking for altcoins basically starting to move on their own here. Because we're going to see some resistance coming down, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow for another juicy Bitcoin update. But for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.